Government's well-known Housing Revolution program continues to evolve to adapt to the growing needs of Dominicans. Every single resident of this island has either benefited directly or indirectly from improved and affordable housing thanks to the Labour Party government. The recently released Economic and Social Review for the past financial year, 2014-2015, reports that progress was steady for that period and that projects undertaken in that year reflect government's comprehensive approach to the housing challenge. This comprehensive approach means that not only is government assisting with housing renovations and building new houses for those unable to do it themselves, but low-cost financing is also being made available for those who wish to self-finance. Often, building materials are provided to those who can source their own labor. In addition to those options, an environment is also being created to make Dominicans self-sufficient as it relates to their housing inadequacies. Service lots are being offered for sale at very low rates in communities around the island. These lots make up new communities like Hillsborough Gardens in St. Joseph, Lily Valley in Trafalgar, Union Estate in Port Michelle, Cotton Hill, Portsmouth, Cochrane and Platmapier in Collyho. Just in those communities, a sum of 310 new lots. Capital projects for the 2014-2015 financial year include the acclaimed Silver Lake Housing Project. That project was the Honorable Prime Minister's initiative to move the families who had for over 30 years lived in dilapidated and unhygienic longhouses conceptualized as a temporary response to 1979's Hurricane David. A 6-unit apartment building was erected to move the first 6 of those families. Bath Estate and Emsall were selected for apartment buildings to provide affordable housing for low-income families. Currently, both buildings stand ready for the 60 families who will occupy them. Sanitation is also part of government housing program. Prior to this program, too many Dominican homes lacked sanitary washroom and bathroom facilities. $4 million have so far been spent to change that. A squatter regularization program is also holding its own as a component of the Housing Revolution program. Government is helping people who live illegally on others' property to rebuild their homes on a space of their own. Just last year, 10 families were relocated. In some cases, a nominal fee is charged to families to offset the expense borne by government to house them. Last year, just over $460,000 was collected. Still, in comparison to the bill footed by government, that sum is indeed nominal. For example, $10 million was spent to house just over 150 families last year. According to the Honorable Housing Minister, Reginald Austri, much more work yet remains. No doubt to the scores of Dominicans whose housing needs have not yet been met, it comes as a comfort to know that Honorable Austri has assured that the housing revolution can only get bigger, better, and stronger. For GIS News, I'm Jarna Hector.